New from Terraform Comics, Hybrids, The Sons of Gods, Volume 1, Trash Day. When everyday people develop godlike abilities, it is up to a small band of heroes to expose an evil superhuman trafficking ring. This 128-page volume merges history with fiction in an exciting, fast-paced adventure. Get your copy now.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there, on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware, beware. That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
Hi, good morning. How the heck is everyone? Hey, this is Brian K. Morris. This is the September 7th, 2020 edition of Nevermind the Furthermore. Hope you had a great weekend. I sure did. And let's just launch into your statements and your comments while I'm only a little bit behind from YouTube. The tube of views. There is Cindy Cap. Morning Glory. What's the story, Morning Glory? Good to see you. And the first person in on Facebook is Magi J Caretaker. Hi, my friend. How are you? I am Dandy, and I hope you are doing the same. Please let us all know. Share your comments with us, one and all. And good morning, Brian and fellow authors. Teresa Dunn, glad to see you. Hope your morning's going well. We've got one quarter of her new book formatted and even more edited. And if you like if you enjoyed the first edition of Poetry Expressions, please check out the second one. Due soon, all right? There's a good starting date for you, soon. It's kind of like Buckaroo Banzai. And Luke Stone, good morning, Nevermorians. Luke Stone, glad to see you, folks. If you liked what you saw at the start of this broadcast, that Indiegogo for the trade paperback of Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, please check it out. Please contribute generously. And if he makes that $8,000 stretch goal, I've got a story in there. And if you like my work, that's reason enough to get it going. So please check out Luke Stone's work. Luke, good to see you, buddy. Hope your morning's going well. And I am here. Morning, all. Carl Witzman, good morning to you. Hope your morning's going well. And let's see, let's get, all right, Harley Sladek, greetings, hope everyone is well. Hope you are too, my friend. And Carleen, hello, everyone. Mwah, good to see you. Hey, Carl and Carly, the drunken rant the other night was fun. And Daddy didn't even have to take the keys away. Also want to say hello to everybody who's watching us on YouTube and Facebook, whether you're watching us live or on the rerun. If you're watching us on the rerun, please join us live for one of our shows. Interact with your fellow whatever the heck you are. Anyway, and if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you would, give it a big thumbs up and ring that bell so you'll be notified of any of our other appearances on YouTube. You can do something similar on Facebook, so please check it out and give this video a like wherever you're seeing it. And please share this video wherever you're watching it to your social media so that other people can see you hang out with. All right. And there we go. And Carl Witzman says, good morning. Good morning again, Carl. Good to see you. And David Atkins from YouTube says, welcome to the Brian Show with your host, Brian K. Morris, author, comedian, speaker, and philosopher. Without further ado, let's hear from the audience with their questions and comments. Let's go. All right. There's my Ed McMahon for this morning. Heyo. And Paul Ruff. Good to see you. Good morning to you, Paul. Hope your morning is going well. There we go. Teresa reminds me what day it is. Happy Labor Day to every one of you. Goodness, gosh almighty. Yeah, when you don't have a regular job, it's hard to think of Labor Day or Arbor Day or National Hot Dog Eating Day. All the days are just running together, especially right now with the Maestro Miley Cyrus Peter pandemic going on. It's a challenge some days. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to put this call out to authors and creators. There is a show happening in Southern Ohio, September 25th and 26th. If you are interested, send me a PM on Facebook. Send me a direct message, and because I'm going to be sending out some later. So let's see here. Let's get rid of that notice. Yes, I always have email. Don't tell me I have email. And here we go. And Carl says, please, not feeling so good. I don't think that I can take any audience participation. It depends on what your ailment is. It could be the cure. It could be what kills you. And John P. Pica, good morning, Multiverse. Good morning, Citizen Pica. Good morning. Glad to see you. Hey, John, I was actually working on my own Patreon last night, and guess whose site I was using as a template? I know quality when I see it. Please check out patreon.com/impossibilists and check out the work of John Pica. Go to johnpica.com and see what all he does. And he does a heck of a lot. Holy cats, that man's busy. And he keeps it organized. That's where he's got one up on me. And Harley Slavic, good to see you this morning, said, I got one movie role under my belt. Yay! If you have any contracts, or excuse me, if you have any projects, excuse me, where did I get contracts? Anyway, he's got one movie role under your belt. Excellent. And if you have any projects you need a Caucasian male actor for, then please contact him via email at harleyslavic@gmail.com or at his acting page, Harley Slavic, aspiring actor. Look forward to hearing from you. Well done, young man. Well done. Let me know when you get that IMDb page up there, all right? That is so cool. Good man. And John B. Pike, I'm watching for my bit this Monday. Well, John, I'm glad to see you too. And Cindy Cap says, Luke, how's the Indiegogo going? Yes, let's hear a progress report, Luke. You've been showing up in a lot of places. I hope it's paying off. And Sarah morning. Yeah, it is morning, hon. It happens about this time every day, I'm sorry to say. Anyway, it's good to see you. And sorry we won't be having SarahCon quite yet, but it is a pleasure that is delayed, not canceled. Oh, yeah, Carl, I mean to talk to you about that. Just to give you the 411 on that. And John B. Pica says, had a great day at Gallatin Comic and Toy Show on Saturday. Beautiful, John. Glad to hear that. Like I said, I've got a buddy, Keith Age, who contacted me about a show in Southern Ohio. This was September 25th and 6th, I believe it is. I've got my notes downstairs. So down in the foyer. And anyway, if you or anyone else is interested, please send me a DM about it, and I'll try to get some information out to you all later today. All right, Michaela J. Mwah! Hello, everyone. Today is my hubby's birthday. Happy birthday, Andy. Andy, happy birthday to you, Mr. Michaela Jade. It is so good to have met you at Michaela Con. And anyway, hope you have a fantastic celebrational kind of day. All the best in the world to you, Andy. That's super. Please wish Andy a very happy birthday, please. And Sarah S. says, Carl Witzman. and Michaela. Oh my goodness. Oh, Carl's going to have to lie down after this. Both Sarah and Michaela Jade in the same forum. Dear God Almighty. How long can his wrist hold out? Anyway, and Carl, Sarah. There we go. We've got the old, was it Nichols and May routine going again? And Carl Witzman, happy birthday, Andy! Yeah, definitely happy birthday, Andy. And Harley Slavic, most sincere condolences to those who knew Darren Logue. Yes, thank you, Harley. Thank you. For those of you who didn't see Friday, we dedicated the Nevermore show to Darren Logue. He was a guy who did so much for the Hannibal community. He was in law enforcement for a long, long time, and decided that Hannibal needed a fan event of its own, and went ahead and created it. Very, very proud of him. Really am. And once again, we dedicated Friday's show, and we're always glad to think of Darren Logue. I actually got to talk to him on the phone several times, met him in person a couple times. Fantastic guy. Made you feel better for having talked to him and everything. I'm proud to have known him. And, we send, again, our deepest condolences to the family at this time of grief, and pray for healing and just, all the stuff that goes after losing someone so amazingly special. So anyway, on to other things. Brian Rodman, Ed DeVore, and Charles F. Millhouse are here. Glad to see you, gentlemen. Hope your morning's going well. And Charles F. Millhouse is going to be stepping in tomorrow for Amy Hale, who had something personal come up. But Charles and I are going to talk about publishing and writing, and we hope you will bring your questions. So Charles has got a couple projects going. He's expanding his publishing concern to include other people now. So tomorrow will be a good time to ask him some questions about that, because that's, I think, a step that all self-publishers might want to look at once you get a bit of a following, in that you may want to consider working with other people and expanding your business. And there is that link for John Pica on the Patreon page. Please check it out. For only a couple dollars, you can get some really cool stuff. And he is working on a great volume. I've seen the preliminary, and this thing alone was, if it was like printed out and everything, probably break a toe if I dropped it. It is a Tales of his Special Universe, the Deco Universe, and so please check it out. Please check out John B. Pica's Patreon page. You'll be glad you did. David Atkins says, this weekend I was happy to plug my wife into a streaming project I will be creating. Oh, okay. I was thinking it was something else. Oops. I will be creating. Well, we'll be interviewing many on there with independent creators, artists, authors, and film creators. Excellent. That sounds good. Way to be ambitious, David. I'm glad to get, and I'm sure your wife is grateful you plugged her too. And Cindy Gap, today is also Google Commemoration Day, Grandma Moses Day, Mouth Guard Day. Don't leave the house without it. Acorn Squash Day, ADHD Awareness Day, Beer Lover Day. Now we're talking. Feel the Love Day. I will as soon as the restraining orders are done. Grateful Patient Day and Threatened Species Day. Well, every time I get into Feel the Love Day, I become a threatened species. So I'm multitasking there, Cindy. Thank you for sharing that. And here's the thing. Creators, if you have a social platform, that's a good way. Knowing what these weird and wacky days are. I mentioned St. Swithin's Day. St. Swithin's is an actual saint, and St. Swithin's Day is a thing. It's not a big thing. When I think of St. Swithin's, I think of the old British TV sitcom Doctor in the House, because that was the university where Michael Upton and all the other characters there would cavort. In fact, if anyone doesn't have any frame of reference for Doctor in the House, it was based on a series of books by a man who was a real-life doctor who served in a number of different places, different hospitals, even a cruise ship. And the series was very, very funny. Many of the episodes were written by John Cleese. Wrote one episode while he was with Monty Python, I believe. And Graham Chapman wrote several because Graham Chapman had studied to be a doctor, so he had his special insight. What else? Oh, and also the man who played the head of teaching at St. Swithin's School of Medicine. If you are a Beverly Hillbillies fan, and remember when the Clampett family went to England, he was the British representative for Milburn Clydesdale. So anyway, a lot of stuff there. I think some of the episodes are on YouTube. You might want to check it out. They are very, very funny. A little bit naughty, but very, very fun. And Michaela Jade, Carl, suck it up, Buttercup. Hope you feel better soon. You have work to do. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All right. And well, does this mean that we won't be getting into your pocket today because you're not working? Goodness gosh almighty. Cindy kept neither snow or rain salami day, and most importantly, superhuman day. We'll see you all now have a day dedicated to you. Superhuman day, because you guys are superhuman. I watch all you do, and holy cats, you don't know how I struggle to keep up with you. And John B. Pike is showing some enthusiasm. I was up at 4 a.m. working on stuff. I was at 4. I used to get up at 4 o'clock, but since Cookie got the new gig, we've been sleeping in, so it's been good. And Marguerite LaForest, good to see you. Good morning, and have a wonderful Labor Day. Marguerite, you do the same. It's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. And everyone, please, if you've got projects that need promoting, if you need things that need plugging, and I'm my 7-second delay went in there, so. Or you own a business, and today, especially if you own a business, you guys who own your businesses work harder than anyone realizes. Or somebody you don't think gets enough, doesn't talk about themselves enough, or whatever. Please mention it. Or if there's a charity that's close to your heart, let's remember them too. All right, so let's do a few more comments, and we've got a little break we're going to take. Cindy Cap says, "Go John. Go John. Go John." Oh, yeah, we all need a cheerleader like Cindy Cap. And Carl Wisman says, "Warrior Trust is coming soon." Michaela Jade says, "I get to be on the Indie Volt Network Wednesday." Oh, very cool. Good for you, Michaela. Tell us more about that. I want to hear. I want to know. And Harley Slavic says, "Happy birthday, Andy." We all agree. Happy birthday to you, Andy. And Michaela Jade's book gets good, serious plugging from Carl Witzman. That's Warrior's Secret Elite Warrior. Check out that book. That looks so good. And happy to know my book will be done soon. Yeah, she's working on it right now, even as we speak. And David Atkins says, "Today is Bill Lunsford's birthday. Everyone wish him a great one. He has a new project in the work. Going to try to help him with it, I guess. I am special. Special bus." Yeah, that's the nice thing, David. Just remember, being on that special bus, there's not room for a lot of people, only special people like you. And good morning to Cookie. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much. And Carl Weston says, "I plugged you on Facebook, Michaela." And after lighting a cigarette, let's see, come on, change. There we go. And after lighting a cigarette, Michaela Jade says, "Thank you, Carl." And Michaela J says, "I shared my book Warrior's Secret on my Facebook page. Hop over there, share it, get your paperback copy because a contest is coming soon." And Carl Wisman says, "Sydney got a holiday calendar, I think." I think you're right. And David Atkins has a whole bunch of hashtags that are worthwhile. Bring Cookie home. Definitely, brother. Spread smiles. Stop hate. The hanging tassel. Help creators. Indelible comics. Rising tag. And Nevermorians. Good one, David. Good ones all. So anyway, let's take a short break here because I'm trying to get in the habit of something here. And here's some cool stuff I think you all need to pay attention to.
New from Terraform Comics, Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, Volume 1, Trash Day. When everyday people develop godlike abilities, it is up to a small band of heroes to expose an evil superhuman trafficking ring. This 128-page volume merges history with fiction in an exciting, fast-paced adventure. Get your copy now.
All right, please check out that Indiegogo campaign. Luke is well along in it. Luke, please give us a progress report on that, all right? And like I said, we need to get him up to that goal so he can put out those great books for us all. Check out the package. Check out Luke's package. You never thought I'd be saying that about a minister, did you? Anyway, check it out. And because if you have just the first 5 issues of Hybrids and Sons of Gods, you don't have everything, but he's going to put that in there, including if he makes his stretch goals. There's going to be new stories by myself, Meredith Walgren, and Eric Hawkins. So please check it out and donate generously. All right. And John B. Pica is putting us all to shame. He says, here's my past weekend schedule. Friday, 9 to 5 at office, 6 to 9, training ghost tour guides and giving tours. Saturday, 9 to 5, comic and toy show, dinner with friends and tenant at 8:30. Sunday, 8 a.m. breakfast, 11 a.m. worship, visit with dad at nursing home and ghost tours at 5:30 to 9:30. I'm taking a day off. Well, John, you have certainly earned it. I don't care what Bachman or Turner say. You've got the overdrive here, man. Well done, young man. Well done. And Carl Witzman, have Google can search. Thank you, Paladin. Anyway, Harley Slavic says, IMDb. Harley Slavic is currently blank, but I do have one. Oh, cool. If you don't have money to pay actors, one way to make it worth their while is to offer IMDb credit. That is one way to get me involved. If you can't pay money for actors, I will do roles up to PG-13. Well, if you want a nude scene with Harley Slavic, I guess you're out of luck there. You're going to have to use body double. But, that's great. I mean, I've got an IMDb page, and I don't do much anymore. In fact, I think I'm retired from acting. I think. Although if Moonlight Films ever called and said, I've got something for you, I would do it in a heartbeat. But I've got some credits on there, and I'm a happy boy. And that's not my bread and butter anyway. So I mean, the best I've gotten for anything is Ian from Moonlight's taking me to dinner. So that's all the happiness I need. So anyway, good on you, Harley. I love your drive, man. You really got it going on. I'm proud of you. And Jeffrey Hayes, good Labor Day morning to all of you. Jeffrey, pleasure to see you as always. Hope your morning is going well, my friend. And Michaela Jade says, nope, no pocket today. You were in my lap. Oh, really? Really? Oh, yeah. Anyway, here we go. Good morning, my fellow Brian from Brian Rodman. Good to see you as always, Brian. Hey, I checked out the first 2 issues of Brian's comic. That's good stuff. That is seriously good stuff. Check out what he does. And good morning, Nevermorians. I hope everyone has been having a great Labor Day weekend. I am slaving away at pages while watching the show this morning. Labor Day indeed. Yeah, Brian, for people like you and me, every day is Labor Day. Yeah, I'm finishing up 2 pieces of writing today. I've got editing I've got to do on Doc Saga, as well as a comic script that I'm teaching someone to do, and she's doing an amazing job. You know who you are. And what else? Oh, and I'm also sending stuff to my new copy editor, who will have some suggestions, and we may be having some rewrites on Doc Saga, but that's okay, because that means it will be more awesome than before, unless I take care of it. But and so far he says they're just little simple things that I missed on my first editing go around, so which is okay because I do that. So anyway, Brian Rodman, I hope today is productive for you, and if you decide to do your creative thing today, I hope the day is good to you, and you are prolific. All right, and as opposed to anti-lific. And John B. Pica says, if anyone wants help creating a time budget to manage your schedule, happy to help. Well, cool, John B. Pica. Hey, folks. A lot of what we do as creatives is time management, and I can do time management, but I find that there was a lot there. I hope you all get this problem. You really do. I really do. That the more you rise, the more visible you become, and other people want a piece of your time. And that's cool. That is so cool. Because I just have to remind myself of a time not that long ago when nobody cared that I had free time. Like yesterday, like this weekend, I set up one virtual convention. I also set up a appearance at a convention in late September. And like I said, if any creative people, writers or artists or publishers are interested in there, it is of a paranormal bent, but contact me. It is in Southern Ohio. And I am told that they will take all definite precautions about COVID. In fact, no one will be allowed in without a mask. All right. So yeah, oh, my mask is downstairs. I should have brought my mask up to wear during the show to keep you all safe, because we all know that my Sharona Miley Cyrus can penetrate steel and swim uphill and probably rides on radio waves just like Airwave used to do. All right. So anyway, yeah, definitely. So getting it when someone like John B. Pica, who has a lot on his plate and does it all great, when he's offering to help, take advantage of this man before he comes to his senses. All right, and there he is. Fee fi fo fum. I smell the rise of the Monday Morris monster, unlaboring for this Labor Day. Christian Basil, the legend of the traveling TARDIS host. Good to see you, my man. Hope your weekend went well. We have run one spot for you. We'll run it again at least once before the end of the show. Anyway, Christian has not only the sexiest voice on all broadcasting. Oh, yeah. And Christian, you probably saw it, but Michaela's taken the day off, so she doesn't have her phone in her pocket. It's in her lap. But be careful, she's celebrating with her husband, so he might reap the benefits of your hard work. So anyway, anyway, Carl Wisman mocks Cindy Kemp with his laughter. And Cindy Kemp says, don't forget to tip your host. That's right. Check out the crawl down below. Thank you, Cindy, for reminding me what I put up 27 minutes ago. We have a tip jar here. We don't talk about it often because we don't want to sound like we are cyber panhandling. But we have purchased some equipment to eventually make this show and the upcoming videos sound even better than and look better than they do. And there's just not a lot I can say, except if you appreciate what we do here, please consider a tip. All contributions will be acknowledged gratefully and in private, so as not to embarrass anyone. Because some people don't want to don't want to sound like they're, aiding and abetting the begging process. And so I get it, but you will definitely be told that we received your contribution and we are in great appreciation of it. All right. And none of it will go into like buying my comics for the week, or it all goes into what we do. I promise you. And let's see. Oh, and David Atkins says, writers are awesome. They reach into the abyss, pound with moaning and screams to make so many others sigh, scream their name, and fantasize. It is great to make them squirm, waiting for the next book. Oh, yeah. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. You're right. Oh, we're never getting that PG-13 rating ever again. Cindy Kemp, if you haven't signed up for Rising Tides newsletter, what are you waiting for? You have only 3 weeks until the next one comes out. It is the bomb diggity. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Thank you. And coming from the lady with the best newsletter in the industry, that is high praise indeed. Check out CKOEPP.com for Cindy Kemp's webpage. And while you're there, you can sign up for her newsletter. It comes out around the 3rd week of every month. And you'll love it. And Christian Basil, Marguerite LaForce, and Harley Slavic, thank you all for sharing my video. I appreciate that so much, and hope that everyone who's watching on your pages appreciates the show too. And we urge everyone to join in. And many thanks, my friends. And Carl Witzman says, Michaela and I are trying to work here, folks. Jeez. Yeah, you're working all right. Teresa Dunn says, I have good news. As some of you know, I have been trying to lose weight, and as of yesterday, I am down to 170 pounds. Wow. That is, speaking as a chubby boy, I admire that. Seriously, that is fantastic, Teresa. Congratulations. And I hope you feel better as a result. You always look good, but I hope you feel better now, too. But poor Teresa's going to get to a point where she's going to have to buy new clothes. Oh, darn the bad luck. And Michaela J says, got to replace the day job somehow. Oh, amen to that, sister. You got that right. Michaela, it will happen for you. It will happen. Seriously. And I'm not saying that I am doing all that. I'm that in a bag of chips. But Cookie just got a possible gig yesterday that she might be actually leaving the restaurant. All right. Fingers crossed on that. But we've also got to say hello to my friends like Amy Lee McCorkle. Mwah, Amy, glad to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic Labor Day morning. Gary Spicer, Mr. Spicer, always a pleasure, always an honor to have you here. Mr. Spicer was my junior high science teacher and one of my favorites, actually, seriously, if not my favorite. And I'm not saying that just because you're here. I hope you're having a great Labor Day. I hope you and the family are getting together and planning some fun. And Henri Compon, Henri, my brother, probably from another dimension, another world, another universe. Anyway, Henri is the author, the co-author and co-editor of an amazing series of books about a Korean naval hero, Yi Soon Shin. I've read the first 2 volumes, and I'm going to get that third one when I meet up with you again, brother. He is an amazing writer. He works with another friend of mine, David Anthony Kraft, formerly of Marvel, DC, Skywald, many other places. And he's an amazing talent. And Yi Soon Shin is one of my favorite comics. It is not for kids. It is not for kids. It is very grown up, but it's also very, very good. It is excellent comic storytelling, and Henri is the hand at the rudder. Henri, brother, hope you got my reply to your message yesterday, and I hope you and your family are having a fantastic Labor Day. So good to see you, as always. Cookie and I, big hugs and love. All right, Christian Basil says, I've been upgraded to lap. Vibrations intensify. Yeah, but what about the ones in our phone? Quit talking about yourself. And Michaela Jade says, congrats to Teresa. Yeah. John B. Pica, Harley, do you know, how do you get an IMDb page? I'm trying to think. Mine was made up for me. I did a documentary about 15 years ago called Heroic Ambition, and the producer of that set me up on there. And then other people who have IMDb pages have added to it. It's just hard to edit. It's the problem. You know, you have to submit the edit to the powers that be, and unless you're paying for it, you know, you can buy one. But yeah, that's not a bad thing to have, John. It really isn't. And Brian Rodman says, also everyone check out Liberty Entertainment Distribution Group. They are working with indie creators to get your work out to stores. Their rates are amazing and definitely worth checking out. Today they will have a Facebook Live video at 1 p.m. explaining everything they do. Yeah, that's right. Varian Grant has got a distribution outlet for independent comic book creators. So please, please, please check out what Varian is doing today. That will benefit us all. Thank you for sharing that, Brian. I missed that in the weekend's frenzy. Try to get things done. Of course, none of you know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, thank you for sharing it, man. And Brian Rodman and John B. Pica, thank you so much for sharing this video, my friends. I appreciate that so much. You have no idea how much. And to everyone on Facebook, again, please share the video if you would. And let's get some of these people who have links to their Patreons, their business pages, their IMDb pages, and get them some extra eyeballs, all right? Because that's how you can help people, even if you don't give them money. Okay, it's a great way to support independent creators by sharing their message and let them do the work from there. It makes you look good because you're filling up your page. Facebook loves that sort of thing. And also it shows the kind of cool people you are hanging out with, all right? And that's very important. And also if you're on YouTube, again, please share the YouTube video on your page. And thank you to Geek Insider and Rising Tide Publications for powering the show. And before the end of the week, I have been asked several times about this, and Brian Rodman, you'll be especially glad to hear this. We will be soon accepting sponsorship for this show. You can sponsor an episode of Clever Title Pending or Nevermind the Furthermore. And we are working on, this morning is kind of an experiment to see if I can handle one aspect of it that I am promising you. Anyway, we will be advertising at a very reasonable rate. We hope that we can get you some extra eyeballs and at least get your name out there in a platform that is evergreen. And I'm not talking about an old Barbara Streisand song. And Harley Slyvick says, I have a collectibles show, or store rather. He has a collectibles store, not a show yet. I'm the show. Harley Slyvick has a collectibles store, and you can see what he's offering at harleyslyvick.com. Please check out what he's got. And thank you, Michaela, says Teresa Dunn. I'm sure that's what Andy was saying last night. Anyway, I got an IMDb Pro account and made my page that way, says Harley Slyvick. Yeah, I don't know what the rates are for that, John, but you can, like I said, you can buy your IMDb page. And I think it's a lot easier to edit and you get more bells and whistles and such. It might be something worth looking into. And Christian Basil says, just wrapped up doing a Doctor Who audio fanfic. Oh, sweet. And spoilers, my character dies by Dalek. Oh, you're not getting your own series? Well, damn it. Why should I even listen? Anyway, no, I'd love to. Anyone want me to do audiobooks or dramas, hit me up at christian@hanginwithshow.com. Apparently, I'm a screamer. That's what we've heard. Yeah, I can remember one time you screamed one time, and he's going like, Brian, would you just get rid of this damn thing? There was one time when Christian, let me take down the thing here. There we go. And Matthew Harris, I see you there. We're getting to you, buddy. We have to embarrass Christian. Christian is a screamer because one time he looked up dino porn on Google. Yep. You'd scream too if you ever saw that crap. Anyway, congratulations, Christian. That is fantastic news. We might be talking, dude. We might be talking. And Christian is here. Man, Brian will let anyone in here. Yeah, Matthew. And counting you. No. We are so proud to have you here. Talk about Geek Insider. There is one of the hands on the wheel. Matthew Harris does some fantastic shows. And I know I will butcher it. Please, Matthew, please leave the name of your shows on geekinsider.com. Also check out their Geek Insider page here on Facebook, because he does some incredible work. I love his like the conspiracy theory and paranormal stuff he does. Great stuff. Anyway, glad you're here, Christian. And well, hello, Christian, says Michaela Jade, who further says, Andy isn't even near me right now. I think he's in the garage. Oh, does he know he's... Oh, so anyway, go to town, Carl, and Christian, have at her. Anyway, Carl Wisman says, way to go, Teresa. Yeah, definitely, for sure. And Harley Slyvick says, I will do features, shorts, documentaries, commercials, promos, fan films, voiceover work, and student films. Harley Slyvick, aspiring actor on Facebook. Also, harleyslyvick@gmail.com. Check him out and write that boy. And Christian Basil sends some love to Teresa Dunn. You are awesome. I think I've gained all 170 pounds you lost. I had pizza last night, so I took my share. And Cindy Cap says, #bring cookie home. Thank you, Cindy. And we got to bring you home too, you know. And you've got the tools to do it. And you've got the will and the talent. So never doubt that. Oh, cool. Well, thank you. I just received a contribution to my PayPal, and I know who it was, and I thank you very much. I thank you sincerely. I'll send you a note later, I promise. And Teresa Dunn says, way to go, Cookie. Yeah, this is a day of an accomplishments, is it not? And thanks, Carl, says Teresa Dunn. Yeah, seriously, Teresa, that's something to be very proud of. That's not easy to do. Harley Slyvick says, happy to promote you and the show, Brian. Harley, thank you, and I'm proud to promote you too, man. I love your drive. I love your moxie, dude. And John B. Pica says, just signed up for Cindy's newsletter. Oh, John, you are going to love it. It's a great read every month. It is a fantastic read. And congrats, Teresa, says Sarah. Oh, man. Yeah, that is great. Soak in the love, Teresa. And coming in 2020, Poetry Expressions 2, more exciting poems from, you got it, Teresa Dunn. I guarantee it'll be bigger, thicker, and longer, with possibly another essay or two. So be watching for it in 2020 so you aren't left out. Very, very good. PG-13, I remember where you were. And oh no, says Teresa Dunn. She's channeling in her inner beaker. Anyway, let's get the next comment up here. Come on, cooperate with me, StreamYard. Cooperate. There we go. John B. Pica. Yes, it is. Please share impossibilists.com. Yeah, check that out. Seriously, there's some good stuff going on. The videos, I love the videos they've been doing. The Impossibilists, for those of you who don't know, is the League of Impossibilists, the creation of John B. Pica. And it is not only a group of very talented cosplayers, but they all have a story they're telling. They're using cosplay as the vehicle for the storytelling, as well as comic books and prose and all manner of entertainment. Plus, John's got some great podcasts and stuff. You got to go to impossibilist.com and check out johnpica.com to check out all the stuffs he goes. And there we go. Pops is in the house, fresh off of CromCon 6. Pops, I checked it out. I didn't have much time this weekend, but I checked a lot of it out this weekend. Entertaining and fun as always. Pops just had a great online convention, CromCon 6. And you did a great job, Pops. I really enjoyed it. I got to worm my way into your affection somehow and get on there because it looks like a lot of fun. And I hope it went well for you guys. And Harley Sivik says, I have an actor Twitter page, and check it out at Harley. Actor Harley. All right. Excellent. And he continues, plan on using money from acting to get my physical store. Well, you see, there we go. There's the man's got it. You know, you basically take what you've earned and invest it elsewhere. You know, it's like some of us, we take like some of our profits and we invest it in advertising. We invest it in swag that might attract readers during a promotion, and you know, just all kinds of little things to get our name out there. We invest in show appearances and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, and sponsorships. I'm listening. Michaela, I'm speaking. Yes, we will be allowing people, and we got to thank Brian Rodman for putting the final, the final gear in my head to get this done. It's something I've been wanting to do for about 6 months. And what we will be doing is I am working out the final details. But what will happen is you will show up, and one day somebody will be the sponsor of this show. We will do one per episode, and we will be, and we will be featuring them at the top and end of the show. Plus, we'll be running their ads and such. We're not in a position yet to create the ads for you. I'm working on that. But anyway, if you have a video, we can probably get you on the air. And the thing is, once we put you in here, you're on here forever. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and I've got some other things in mind as far as that goes too. So anyway, Michaela, yeah, we'll be talking. I promise we'll be talking. And John B. Pica says, new Impossible Magic Book Training Manual at Amazon. Secrets of Impossible Easy Master. Okay, whatever the name of that is. I know I don't always speak Amazon shorthand, but anyway, John B. Pica has a book. Please check it out. It is a training manual, sounds like, for Impossibilist themed magic. How sweet is that? Have you ever wanted to do magic tricks? Have you ever, do you ever watch like Penn and Teller or Blackstone or any of those Mark Russell or any of those cool guys that Marshall Brodeen from the Bozo Show, doing those amazing tricks? Or my good friend, Master Ron Fitzgerald, the master of dark sticky illusion. I admire all you guys who can do that stuff. And now you get to learn a little bit too. Sponsorship, you say, says Brian Rodman. He said with a high-pitched squeal. I'll keep an eye out for that, my friend. Well, Brian, you are to thank for, it's one of those things where, you hear people saying, this would be a good idea. And you go, yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I'll kind of put some pieces in place, yeah, I'll work on that one of these days when I get the time. And then somebody just says, hey, I'm interested. And then all of a sudden you're like, why am I waiting? Why am I waiting? And so, Brian, everyone thank Brian Rodman for my ability to grease the wheels here. So anyway, and again, it's not necessarily going to go to me, but it's going to be invested in Rising Tide, I promise. And Cindy Cat brought to you by the letter Wow. Oh, yeah. I like that. That's my favorite letter. And Harley Slavic will do music videos as well. There we go. So talk to Rapmaster Harley Slavic at gmail.com. And Matthew Harris, thank you, Matthew. I knew I'd get this wrong because I haven't had enough covfefe. Rise above. That's always a danger if I don't get much coffee. Geeky, Cheeky, and Downright Freaky, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and Geek Speak Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. That's on the Geek Insider channel on YouTube and on Facebook. Please check them both out. Matthew, you've got a great way about you as far as hosting a show, and I love listening to it, even if I'm not there live. You see, and then to me, it's kind of like pizza and fried chicken. If you can enjoy it when it's been out a while, in the case of food, you put it in the fridge overnight and you take it out the next morning and you're going, damn, this is still good. Or, damn, this is even better. Like we bought some pizza from a local eatery, Professor Joe's, and we got a couple pies, and we had some last night, and then we put them in the fridge this morning. Yes, we eat pizza for breakfast. Pillory me. And if you don't know what a pillory is, go to Google. Google rather. Go to Google and go anywhere. We need people that know what a pillory is. But anyway, it's like when things are good, just as good on the repeat as they are on the original, that's a sign. That's a sign you're doing something right. And Matthew, Geeky, Cheeky, and Downright Freaky is a great show. I love it. I love paranormal. I love conspiracy stuff. And like you've been doing some great things on the Mandela effect. And I follow that stuff. I really do. I wish YouTube hadn't taken so much of it off the air, unfortunately, because I was really digging a lot of that stuff. So let's see. Do I have anyone else I need to say hello to that I have not said hello? Andy Davis, hello to you. Sorry if I haven't acknowledged you earlier. And let's see who else here. And Matt Shore and Lonnie Johnson, gentlemen, good to see you. We will get to you in time because we're having fun talking, right? Anyway, and hopefully you're having fun listening. But anyway, check out the shows of Matthew Harris, okay? You'll be glad you did. And Carl Wisman says, I am wooing Michaela through my brain power right now. Oh, I bet you were. I bet you are. Join the crowd. Anyway, David Atkins says, if authors were a drink, what would the bartender do? Stir, shake, blend, add gin, add an olive, lemon, or orange slice. What type of alcohol? Would it contain chocolate or caramel? Mine would have copious amounts of either vodka or Kraken in it. And probably the bartender would have to have a degree, not in mixology, but probably training in handling hazardous materials. But anyway, what would your drink be, creatives? What would your drink be if you were a drink? And speaking of somebody, speaking of Kraken, the lady who turned me on to that ambrosia, Amy Hale. Mwah, Amy, good to see you this morning. Hope you are having a great morning. Well, by the way, Cookie read a certain book. And we're vague speaking. Please ignore us for about 30 seconds. But anyway, Cookie read that book you recommended to me, and all I can say is thank you. Meaning I got to read it now too. Anyway, and I'm sure I'll have the same effect. And Cindy Cap says, do you need some fantastic books to read? You need to go check out the Amazon page for Brian K. Morris or his Smashword page. See, YouTube seems to squash links. Yeah, it's kind of like, Cindy, it's kind of like Instagram, in that it doesn't really do you much good to post like really complex links. Even Bitly addresses kind of get lost in the mix there. But thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. Please check out Amazon. In fact, if you look in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, you'll see a QR code there. Now, if you people are calling on your phones, don't know how to help you yet. But anyway, go to Amazon.com and do a search for Brian K. Morris. There are a number of Brian Morrises on there, but only one Brian K. Morris. And there's only one Skyman, only one Santastein. Do a search for Santastein and you'll find my work. Anyway, and please check us out. And please check out, while you're there, check out the work of Cindy Kep. Go to CKOEPP.com. Check out her works, and also you can sign up for her free monthly newsletter. It's a howl. It is a great read every month. I look forward to it like you wouldn't believe. In fact, I didn't get it. Due to internet kerfluffles, I didn't get one this month, and it's like, Cindy, help me! You're my only hope. So, but anyway, when you're on Amazon, please check out the work of Cindy Kep and myself. I would be grateful, and thank you in advance. And yay! Thanks, John, says Cindy Kep. And Carl Wisman, David, I add gin to this writer. Is that what you're asking? Yes, every other Friday he adds gin. And this Friday will be Uncle Carl. If you go to Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page, you won't find it. You have to ask Carl or Carly Carlene or me how to get on there. And there are two qualifications. You must have a healthy sense of humor and an inability of to be offended. Because there is something to offend everyone at Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page. There's your tagline, Carl. And this Friday will be the Green Room, where we all entertain. Where you see, he does alternating shows on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. One is the Uncle Carl's Drunken Rant, where he and Carly Carlene get together, smoke and drink a lot, and they entertain us. Well, then we have to pay it back the other week at Carl's Green Room, where we entertain him, where people come on without their shirts, and so do the guys sometimes. And it's just it gets a little raunchy. Go figure. And I'm there too. Go figure. Anyway, please check it out. All right. And Harley Slavic says, advice for actors: contact colleagues who have filmmaking programs and let them know you are willing to work with students making programs. Very, very true. Thank you. And johnpica.com. And it's about to get an upgrade, says John B. Pica. Well, cool. Looking forward to that. But if you want to see all this man's up to, holy cats, I am a slacker compared to him. And Michaela J says, I'm going to have to write a different book if Carl and Christian keep it up. I think that's what they're all about, is trying to keep it up. And David Atkins, Carl, only gin. I would say gin, tonic, lemon, and shake it, but only for you. Yeah, you shake it, though, he pukes. You don't want to shake him. He's a delicate man. And if you need a book trailer, check out Frozen Creek Studios. Gonna write that down. Okay, Frozen Creek Studios. Yeah, I've been making my own, but they are lackluster. But speaking of someone who isn't lackluster, let's welcome Bill Sarden and Mark Lerner. Gentlemen, Vermilion County gentlemen, both. Hope you're both doing well this morning on this special Labor Day edition. And Harley Slavic, congrats everyone on your success. Well, congratulations on yours. This is where we come celebrate, right, on this great Labor Day day. And Kathy Jackson, good morning. Mwah! Kathy Jackson's books. Check it out on Facebook. Check out the work of Kathy Jackson on Amazon. She is amazing. She writes romance, but with a little spice to it. Oh, yeah. Kathy, congratulations to your son for his great accomplishment yesterday, and thank you for being here. We love you, Kathy. Mwah! Oh, gotta catch up with you sometime. Anyway, Carl Witzman says, as a friend said, give me straight gas, man. Only gin. And David Atkins says, Carl, you are truly a gas. At least it is not silent but deadly. That's true. There we go. And chorusing, thanks, Brian from Cindy Cap. Well, thank you. My chorus applauds you as well. We're gonna rise together, Cindy. I promise you. And thanks, Brian Rodman, says Carl Witzman. And John B. Pica says, hey, want to see my magic? There you go. Check it out. And Matthew Harris says, oh, thank you. Well, you're welcome, man. You're more than welcome. And barbecue works that way too. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you, man. Oh, let's see. Let's catch up there. There we go. Get that little notice out of my way, and up. Oh, I went way past that. Holy cow, man! I need a producer so bad on the show. Anyway, let me run. I'm running out of coffee, and so let's take a little pause here so that we can get some spots here, and you can get some coffee. Running, use your coffee can or whatever. And here's some words from some really cool.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
If you love comic books, you'll love ComicsPriceGuide.com, the world's largest comic book price guide. Basic membership is free, and you'll have access to an amazing message board with a fantastic community of your fellow collectors. You can also upload your comic book inventory and manage its value in real time. Learn more about your favorite comics with their database of over 950,000 comics. It's a great place to sell, buy, or trade comics. So celebrate being a geek and sign up for comicspriceguide.com today. Looking for highly entertaining pop culture podcasts with high production values? Then check out the Journey into Comics podcast network at journeyintocomics.com. Nate Phillips and his crew deliver an amazing variety of downloadable podcasts on a variety of pop culture subjects, from comic books to entertaining with friends, from Doctor Who to professional wrestling. If you have a geek interest, the Journey into Comics podcast network is made just for you. For a complete downloadable selection of their shows, go to journeyintocomics.com. You can also subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Podbean, and Stitcher Radio. So, for an incredible selection of pop culture podcasts that consistently deliver insight and humor, check out journeyintocomics.com today.
And I just got back in the chair. Oh man, that was well timed. Anyway, let's see. Here we go. Let's go back to your comments real fast. And we'll also act. Harley Sivek will also act in ads for crowdfunding campaigns. Well, there you go. You need a voiceover artist for your ads? There he is. Contact harleysivek@gmail.com. And pizza, cowabunga, dude. Yeah. Our Professor Joe's is in downtown Lafayette, and we really enjoy it. We haven't been there in a long time. And Cookie got a white garlic chicken pizza, which was amazing. And I got a roast beef one. Roast beef with big tomatoes, and it was so good. Yeah, I ran a little. Anyway, John B. Pike says, "Gotta go run, gang. A day off really means honeydew." Boy, John, don't I know it. As soon as I'm off here, I'm off to the racetrack too. Anyway, John, thank you for being here, brother, and thank you for all you do. Check out the Impossibilists on Patreon and on Facebook. Go to John Pica and check out all his links. He does a lot of great stuff, and he's amazing. Good to have you here, John. Hope your Labor Day goes fantastically. And Harley Sivek has harleysivek@gmail.com, and there is his Twitter actor page. Please check it out. And very cool. Thank you. Oh yeah, very cool. That's you, my friend. And Harley Sivek says, "Take care, John." Yes, definitely. Take care, John. Take care of all of you. All right. And Carl Wisman says, "Okay, a font for a fantasy book. It's between Copperplate or Baskerville Old Style." I'm thinking Baskerville. If I remember correctly, Baskerville, I like it. But the main thing is, Carl, is readability. Is it a font that once you put it up on your book, can you see it from, say, 10, 15 feet away? That's, I kind of go by the old comic book logo idea. I've seen some really beautifully ornate logos that you can hold it like this close to your face and you don't know what the hell it says. I think a good title and a good font should be seen from a distance and attract you to the book. Now, I would say of the two, for a fantasy book, I would think Baskerville would be more apropos. But let's have your opinions too, people. All right. And Brian Rodman has just sent me a graphic, and it doesn't show up on StreamYard, but that's okay. And Lawrence Everett has joined us. Lawrence, good to have you here. I see you made some comments. Hang out, my friend. Hang out. We're going to get to you. We're just running behind as always. And how far behind am I? Okay, anyway, you put in a graphic and I can't see it. So hopefully it's complimentary. Anyway, glad you enjoyed that. Oh, she enjoyed it and I enjoyed it later, Amy. You know what I'm talking about. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Anyway, Harley Slavic, eggnog with Fireball would be my drink. Oh my God, wow, how have I not thought of putting Fireball in an eggnog? Oh my God. I've had Jack Daniels in my eggnog before, and you talk about leveling up your drink. That does it. And of course, everyone, drink responsibly. Okay, don't do like Brian and Carl. And happy Labor Day, says Bill Sargent, to all the men and women in the happy Labor Day to all the women in the family way. I've notified the hospital to be ready. Well, Cookie's going to be really surprised when I tell her that. Bill, we're having a Princess Bride moment here. I don't think that means what you think it does, but I like yours. I like yours just as well. But anyway, hope you have a great morning, Bill. Hope you had a great weekend too. And Cindy Cat, favorite drink: orange juice, walnuts, berries, and pineapple smoothie. Oh yeah. A good drink doesn't really need alcohol in it, but there's just sometimes when there is a certain comfort in it. So, oh my gosh, yeah, very cool, Cindy. I like that. Does sound good. My mouth's watering now. David Atkins says mine is a hot and boozy 0.5 shot brandy, 0.5 shot Grand Marnier. I love Grand Marnier. 5 shot Kahlua, 4 or 5 ounces hot coffee, 1 orange peel, 5.5 cup whipped cream, 0.5 cut teaspoon sugar, smooth, sweet, and eye opening. Oh, that does sound good. That does sound real good. Yeah, I like drinks I like trying new drinks. Very, very cool. And Harley Slavic says, I would love to be in a Santa Sign movie. I'd love to make a Santa Sign movie. Now, the thing is, people bring this up occasionally. There was somebody on Kickstarter. This was about 2-3 years ago. They were making a movie called Santa Sign. Had nothing to do with my book. Was not the same plot. And it sounded like it was, but I watched the clips of it and I thought, well, not to throw salt at the filmmakers, but I like mine better. So anyway, and after 3 years, they still don't have it made. I don't think so. I don't feel bad. And I would need a video. Hey Christian, I'm gonna need you, says Michaela. Well, you guys work out the payment as long as I can get the videos of it. And Cindy kept the original Skyman battles the Master of Steam, because who doesn't need to see a Nazi get a boot to the snoot? That's right, Cindy kept. And if you go to the QR code up in the right-hand corner of your screen, that will take you to Amazon, where you can order the original Skyman Battles Master of Steam, which I just happen to have right here. Check it out. Pre-World War II pulp adventure featuring America's national hero. If he falls, so does America. Also, you can check out other books like Volcano, Rebirth of the Champion, as well as Santa Sign, the aforementioned big-time seller, sold in 6 different nations, is being bootlegged in Russia. Holy cats. And in China. We've actually sold some copies out of China, but we are bootlegged in China too. I take it as like a sign that I finally arrived. That I'm worth stealing from. There was a time I couldn't get anybody to bootleg me. Now I need a. I know what I need next. I need a Wikipedia page. If anyone were to write a Wikipedia page for me, I would be so grateful. Carl Westman says, we are up to 210 members in the secret group yesterday, but one wussy got insulted and left. Good. Yeah, I agree. It's one of those things, that a lot of classrooms, unfortunately, are held back by the person who is the weakest learner. And I feel that your page is the same way. These wussies with what is it, social conscience, and just a conscience in general, that are probably out to destroy our fun. We don't need them. We do not need them. That's not what built this country. All right, this country was built by rebels. You know what I'm saying? So, if you are unoffendable, sign up for Uncle Carl's secret humor page, and don't believe it. We'll mock you. And greetings from the prairie, Mark Lerner. Thank you for all you're doing, brother, for Rising Tide. And good morning, soon to be good afternoon to you. Well, if you're watching us on the rerun, it could be afternoon. So anyway, Mark Lerner, glad to see you as always. Hope you and the family are doing well. Cindy Kemp says, then when you've read that, check out Amazon Reviews Made Less Impossible for a template and instructions on how to easily leave a review. Yes, thank you, Cindy. In all seriousness, reviews are so important for those of us in the creative field, whether you leave it on Yelp for a restaurant or a venue, or you go to lulu.com or amazon.com or Smashwords. Your review means a lot to us. It increases our visibility and just generally does all kinds of really good things for us. So please leave us a review. We will be grateful. And the more you leave, the better off we all are, okay? And Charles F. Millhouse, hey, Brian, morning all, had a big cover reveal today for Pulp Reality #1. Oh, definitely check that out. Well, if you haven't checked it out, I think, Charles, we can do something about that tomorrow night. Say about, what, 8 8 o'clock at night Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central. Why don't we do an episode of Clever Title Pending together? What do you say, man? I think that ought to be fun. And you know what? Everybody's going to bring their questions with them. And if they don't, you and I are just going to chat. So there. And if you got a message from a Keith Age, Charles, I sent him to you. And there's somebody very cool. There is Lawrence Everett. Lawrence, hi to you. Good morning, sir. Put in a link to your book, please. Published by Stormgate Press, just fresh off the presses. In fact, I'd handle it gently. It's probably still wet. Anyway, Lawrence, it's good to have you here. It's a pleasure, sir. Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, where we talk about whatever you want to talk about and let you put in your plugs. Shut up, Christian. And Charles F. Millhouse, hey, Lawrence, long time no see. And Lawrence replies, hey, Chuck, we need to get together soon. Oh, yeah. And speaking of great events, there's Pops Van Zandt. CromCon 6 reached 30,000 people and was viewed 6,200 times live. Amazing. Follow Comics Cast for next month. Con, you guys rock. Pops, it's because you rock, brother. You did a great job. Thank you so much for mentioning on the show. And don't forget, we are proud to help you promote that. Okay. So I'm taking credit for at least 29,050 people. You know what I'm saying? It's because of me. But anyway, Pops, you guys did a great job. Oh, a lot of fun watching yesterday. And I have subscribed to the Comics Cast page. So, and I urge everyone else to, while you're signing up for my own page, do a search for Brian K. Morris. And you will find recent episodes of Clever Title Pending, as well as Nevermind the Furthermore, and some of our guest appearances at other online conventions. So please check it out. All right, and Bill Sarden has a link. Hashtag bring Cookie home to be Brian's producer. Hashtag no joke. Hashtag I wish. Hashtag it's needed. But I do see some shows on YouTube, for instance, a moment here behind the scenes with Brian, where the comments come so quickly that basically the host has to pick and choose. And so he has someone there on site who can say, okay, you need to read this question. And I have said it in the past that is one of my concerns, particularly for this show, in that we might reach a level of participation where I can't read everything. And I took a recent poll of viewers here, and it was illuminating. It really was. And we are working on some of it. And we will get to the rest of it eventually. We're fixing the easy stuff first. But anyway, the thing is, one of the things is that people said they like hearing all the comments, which means we will run behind, which irritates a certain number of people who log on, say, at a quarter past. And if I don't get to their comment by 25 after, they're like, well, he's going on forever. But that conversation thing is what I think makes this show. We are going to probably try to find a way to have a happy medium here. Now, we do take a different tact for Clever Title Pending, mostly because we are on iHeartRadio. Thank you, Meredith Lawgren. And as such, not all comments, I think, would translate well to a strictly audio venue, which is one of the reasons why, despite a number of people asking, Nevermind the Furthermore, in its current form, will probably never be a podcast. Because if I read all the comments, people are like, he's making all these comments up. So... and I've had people, listen with their eyes closed and tell me, does it work? And they're like, no, it doesn't really. It is a visual thing. And I don't mean just me using my hands all the time. And I better keep them out in the open so you don't think I'm doing that. But there's a lot of reasons why that doesn't quite work for the morning show. So Nevermind the Furthermore, in its current form, will probably never be a podcast. But the Clever Title Pending is a podcast on our iHeartRadio. So if you miss an episode or you want to download it to take with you to work or the drive to and from, or over your lunch hour, or you're jogging, you're exercising, whatever, go to iHeartRadio and look for our show under the Geek Insider umbrella of programs. So please check it out. And Magi Jake Caretaker says, I just got tons of Christmas shows scheduled. Good for you, Magi Jake. Excellent. Well done, young man. That's the way to go, man. And as and the thing is, I'm working on an essay right now for a news outlet talking about how we got through the Peter pandemic and are getting through the Peter pandemic. And it involves just doing what you do, but just do more of it and working hard and getting your name out there. So good for you, Mr. Caretaker. And Michaela J says, words were flying from the keyboard last night, and I have found my groove. Yes. So my co-authored project is almost done. My book 2 is with my editors. Book 3 is up next to be finished up. Yes. Yes, I know I think I know the book you're talking about. That is fantastic, Michaela. Proud of you, hon. Very proud. David Atkins follows up saying, there are only few fonts that work well for fiction. If you want it decorative, there are a few that do not tire out the eyes. I rather use a font that is easy to read. Gargamon is the only one for me. Yeah, and there are some custom ones. There are do a search for free download fonts. Now, some of them require a license. Some very unique fonts require a license, but they'll let you download it for personal use. And the thing is, if you download a font and they say, if you're going to put it on your book cover, please give us money, give them some money because they took the time to create it. You should take the time and effort to pay for it and reward them so they make more amazing fonts for us. Okay. So, but yeah, Gargamon is good. For a logo again, the problem with the more frilly fonts is that the frillier they get, the harder to read they become. And like I said, readability and usability is the key here. That you need to be able to see them is the thing. And also, if you need a director for a film, hire Ken Carpenter. Okay, cool. Cool. We'll have to check it out. And Lawrence Everett says, Charles, I got a promo coming up today. Do you want to join me? All right. And Phil Thompson, morning, got an email list. Here it is. Well, cool. Is it where people can sign up? If so, please sign up for Philip Thompson's email list. And Charles F. Millhouse says, yeah, let's go do it. Is it Tales of the Weird and Strange? You mean that brand new book from Stormgate Press that apparently I'm talking about and not you two? Anyway, promote you guys. And yes, it is. Lawrence says ignoring me. Of course, he wrote it 10 minutes ago, but hey. And cool, Michaela, way to go, says Carl Witzman. And let's get some more comments here. Carly Slavik says, thanks, Ken Carpenter, for allowing me to be in your film. That is very, very cool. And Michaela J says, hey, I was not shirtless last time. I was pantsless. And I'm sorry, I got distracted. And for what I'm thinking, Frank. David Atkins says, sorry that I cannot stay. I have a ton to do, including rewriting my script. I'm also going to be looking for ideas for drawing. Going to be a tough day. Well, dude, you can make it, and I appreciate you being here for part of it. All right, David, you have a splendid Labor Day, and I hope you and your honey get to celebrate it, all right? And Carl Westman says, that's what I was thinking, Brian. Baskerville would be good for a distance. Yeah, like I said, I've seen some, like, romance books use the, more script-like fonts, and and a lot of them are just sheer studies in unreadability. So yeah, just think clarity, think readability is the thing. And in designing book covers, I'm the same way. Like the Mad Gasser cheerleader of Calhoun County is beautiful because it is a great illustration by Eric Hawkins. You can see it at a distance, and it attracts the eye. So definitely. I'm glad we're on the same page on that, Carl. I think you're on the right track there. And there he is, Rick Bradley, saying, good morning, Nevermore. It's happy Labor Day to you, Rick. Hope you're having a great morning. And there we go. Wingdings font. Now, there we go. Sarah has just solved the problem for you, Carl. Just do your cover in Wingdings. There we go. Thank you for your helpful suggestion, Sarah. And I see Sarah is in fine fettle this morning. Oh, yeah. Fine fettles made of leather. What are fettles constructed of? Anyway, Cindy Cap says, if you're talking about the copper plate font that's squiggly, no, too hard to read. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, I think the more ornate fonts are difficult to read. I mean, let's take comic books for a moment here. If you go into a comic shop and you see something like Superman or Action Comics or Captain America is a beautiful logo, I mean, there is a reason they've used that basic logo since 1941. It is easy to read. It can be colored a different number of ways depending on the background of the illustration. And you can see that thing from across the room. It is a beautiful font. The Flash is another one. Gives you a little inkling of what the type of story it might be too. Green Lantern is usually a good font. Uses a good. I shouldn't say font in the case of these classic logos. In the case of classic logos, those guys hand drew all that stuff, and it was funny. This is about 20 years ago. I was on some like Rec Arts Misc or whatever, and somebody was saying, "Well, I need the font that the Superman logo was made from. Do you know what they used?" And everyone's trying to tell them, "Stupid! This was 1939 when that was, or 1938 when that was created. They didn't have home computers back then, so it was hand drawn." And the guy was going on saying, "Well, yeah, but what font was he using?" You know, same as it ever was. Anyway, it's like a, it kind of reminds me of a meme I saw yesterday. It said, remember a time when everyone thought that before the internet, that it was a lack of information that was the problem. Now that we have the internet, nope, that wasn't it. Anyway, City Cap says the more straight line copperplate is pretty good though. Yeah, I like Coppergate. It is good. And like I said, I don't go for the really frilly script like ones for anything really. I've got some on my computer and I'm looking at them going, am I really going to use them? I probably should delete them and give me back the space. Readability. Readability is the bottom line. I don't care how frilly and artsy you want to get. If you can't attract somebody's attention from 10 feet away, then your font has failed the city. And Carl Wisman, mailbox, open mailbox. Oop, sorry, inside joke. Okay. Carly Carlene, a good drink doesn't need alcohol, mind kaboom. That's true. A good drink does not require alcohol. But Irish coffee is one of the healthiest drinks around because it does have all four food groups in it: caffeine, alcohol, fats, and sugar. So anyway, this has been a health announcement for your friends at Rising Tide Publications. And Carl Westman says, thanks, Cindy. I agree. And Rick Bradley has copies here. He says, two best friends tried to put a marble back in an old house. That should be easy with no bloodshed whatsoever, right? Find out in Rick Bradley's first published work, The Marble, in the horror anthology The Nightmare Collective, which you can pick up in ebook and paperback format on Amazon. Edited by Jennifer Thompson, who is awesome. And let's see here. We've got another batch of comments here. Pardon me, but we will get to them after a word from our friends.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Check out that show with Randy Zimmerman on Indie Volt and all its affiliated networks. Randy is a 5 decades veteran of independent comics, the independent comics industry, and a fun guy to talk to. You will love that show. I know I do. And Carl Wisman says, whoa, I missed the comment about Michaela being pantsless. Damn it. But you were thinking it anyway. Rick Bradley says apple pie is pretty good, but would you want it to be your last meal? Order the introduction to Rick Bradley's Eden Falls trilogy, Marvin's Night Out, right now on Amazon in paperback and digital format. Check it out. And Magi Jake Caretaker says, were you able to see the videos I sent you? Yes, I did. Very impressive, man. Very impressive. You are crazy talented. You are great. And speaking of great, there's Amy Hale saying, gotta run. Y'all have a good day. Amy, mwah. You take care of yourself, and we'll talk later. I promise. All right. And next green room says Carl Witzman. I need to ask Michaela to move her camera around. On behalf of a grateful nation, please do. And you too, Amy, says Harley Slavic. Yeah, Amy, have a great day. Okay. we'll be talking to you. And Cindy Cap says PenCon is having a several category contest for various books that several Nevermorians are involved in, including Cindy's for MG Young Adult Readers. Go vote. Yes, please. And I know you'll put that link up, Cindy. Cindy is up for some awards. So is, I believe, Michaela Jade is up for some. And Amy Hale's up for a bunch. So please check out the PenCon awards. And please, next year, consider attending PenCon next September. It is going to be a fantastic show. If you love books, if you love learning more about the industry, it is essential you go. And you can get a VIP pass that allows you to go to all 3 days of PenCon. However, for the general public, it's only 2. What does that mean? It means you learn more about how to do your business better. And if you don't take away notes, you weren't paying attention. And here we go. Rick Bradley says reporter Eric Marshall is sent to the small town of Murphy Burroughs, Illinois. I know where that is. To find out about the mud monster that has resurfaced to terrorize the town. Will it be as boring as he thinks? Find out in Tales of the Weird and Strange by Stormgate Press, filled with many great stories by amazing authors and Rick Bradley. Oh, don't be that way, Rick. Grab it on Amazon right now, edited by Lawrence Everett. Very cool, very cool. And I voted Cindy. Good luck. Thank you, Carl Witzman. I appreciate that. And Harley Slavic says, message back a filmmaker. Hopefully they get back to me again. Good luck to you, Harley. And Bill Sarden says, join the far out and groovy people by clicking SardenArt76 on Facebook for all the artwork of Bill Sarden. For all things from yesteryear, you can enjoy his daily daring warm-up sketches and all kinds of wild, weird wonderfulness. So check out the artwork of Bill Sarden, where everything old is new again. Very, very cool, very cool. And you got to come out. You got to come out next time, brother. I do. I need to. I hate to please have me on a show. It's like I haven't gotten that knack yet. Plus, I'm so busy with my other stuff, but I don't mind. I don't mind watching, but yeah, I wouldn't mind being on your shows sometime, Pops, and especially on CromCon. That'd be fun. And Cindy Cap says, "We'll talk, Pops. We'll talk. We'll talk." And Carl Wisman, woo! Thanks, says Cindy Cap. Oh yeah. And CromCon was good. Thanks for doing that, Pops Van Sant. Well done, young man. Well done. And Harley Slavic, who in Texas takes headshots that y'all know of? Harley, go on Google, put in the name of your community, and then look for photographer, do a search for photographers and headshots. That should get it. All right. And that was the 6th time. We are getting better at it, says Pops. Yeah, it was pretty slick this time, Pops. It really was. You are getting better at it, whereas I seem to not be. But anyway, City Cap, a news release. A diminutive fortune teller escaped custody, small medium at large. All right, this has been a fake news moment here. Please check it out. We'll be giving you Funko Pop updates as they occur. Thank you, reporter in the field, Cindy Cap. We love you. And Carl Wetzman says, oh, Cindy, that joke. Can I take my vote back now? They're so fickle. Rick Bradley, I know you'll eventually get to my comments unless you fly by them accidentally on Facebook. YouTube decides not to let you see them. Well, good, because a lot of people, they don't seem to realize that, we are having a conversation. If this was just me reading your comments, I wouldn't do this show. That's boring. Not that I'm saying you guys are boring, but I think it's this, I have had it affirmed that this interaction is what sells this show. And so, I'll get to your damn comments, people. Just keep your britches in your chair and be patient. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's what you get for having your friends be so fascinating. And Charles F. Millhouse, do you like stories that give you chills? Tales of the Weird and Strange might be for you. An anthology of stories of terror. Follow this link on Amazon. Order that now. It is a good book. You will love it. And I will get my copy at KokomoCon, which right now looks like it's still happening. And Cindy Kemp is smiling. And when you are fully dressed when you're wearing a smile. Rick Bradley said, a friend of mine lives in Murfreesboro and sent a link to the Tales of the Weird and Strange to the mayor and said he might reach out to me for an interview. I was pretty surprised on that. Well, very cool, Rick. Very cool. I have to admit, I use a community for a lot of my fiction. I use a community in Illinois. And nobody knows where it is, and nobody's, even if I tell you, well, it's like about 6 miles south of Chrisman, Illinois, and everybody's like, huh? And I could even go, well, it's about 10, 15 miles north of Paris, Illinois, and they're like, huh? They got Paris there too? And but when I was growing up, I drive through there. It was on Route 1, south of Chrisman, north of Paris. Go figure. And it was, and at the time there was like 12 houses there, no businesses at all that I could tell had ever been there. And I had reason to drive through there in recent years in my many tours for Rising Tide, and only to find out that it's shrunk down to about 6 or 7 houses now. The farmlands have taken over the rest, which is okay. But I use it as the community. I wrote a book for someone else, which hopefully will come out in early 2021. I'm looking at now, and I made it the epicenter of culture south of Chicago, ignoring Peoria or Bloomington or Champaign or Springfield or Effingham or any of those places. Kankakee. I just ignored all of them, and it's now this one community. And unfortunately, I don't even think it has any sort of governing body, so I can't get interviewed. So you've done a good thing. Now the thing is, you don't want to be like Kenny Sills. He picked a community for his first book, Tattoo a Beautiful Sin, which is about a serial killer who performs a very grisly operation on his victims before he murders them. And that's all I'll say, because some of you may be eating breakfast at this point. But the thing is, I think he sent a copy to the mayor, because the townspeople were so much help in getting like the color of the place, the insider view of the city, and the mayor was really upset. The mayor was, I think he was even threatening legal action to get Kenny to take the name of the city out of the book. Kenny just torqued the guy off something fierce. And of course, Kenny, if you know Kenny Sills, you can imagine how racked with remorse he was. So anyway, good for you, Rick. Good for you. Carl Wisman, sorry about the font discussion. I didn't mean to bring the show back to writing. Oh, God forbid you should do that. So anyway, let's go on. And there's Russell Allen. Good morning, Nevermorians. Russell Allen, good to see you, man. RussExplode.com. Check it out. It is awesome. He is awesome. You will love it. And I am live now. There we go. All right. Okay. Somehow my phone lost my signal for a moment. Anyway, I'm keeping track of, trying to keep track of people who are just wandering in, like Joe McKeel. Stupid o'clock Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. on Saturdays. Good to see you, Joe, and hope you're having a great morning so far and a great Labor Day to boot. Anyway, good morning to you, Russell Allen, and put in a link to your work. Cindy Cap, there are some really snazzy fonts out there that really are easy to see. A fun one was on the original release of Mindstorm, Cindy's book. The publisher DIY'd it by taking Helvetica and using spray paint to tweak. Ooh, that's a clever idea. I like that. And Lawrence Everett says, I'm not ignoring you, driving on my way to meet Charles. Okay, then that's okay. That's fine. I hate being ignored, Lawrence. Oh my God. I'm so fragile. Anyway, but anyway, no, drive safely, young man. Drive safely. All right. And that's super cool, says Charles F. Millhouse. See, you shouldn't have revealed that you were driving to Charles' place. Now he has time to escape. Anyway, Cindy Cap, if you want to write a review, I have sci-fi, fantasy, and game-lit tales that need reviews. Please write reviews for your authors. If you finish a book, please leave a review. It doesn't have to be 5 stars. It doesn't even have to be overly complimentary. Unless unless the author in question has a stick up their backside, as I've seen many authors do. And I shouldn't even say many. A lot of us are grateful just to get a review, even if it's a 3 or 4 star. In fact, that 3 or 4 star reviews actually do help us in ways that you cannot imagine. I can always tell who's read my book because I start getting 4-star reviews and not 5s. But they're complimentary, and I like that. So anyway, please leave reviews for your favorite authors. Please leave them for Cindy Kemp. Please leave them for Carl Wisman, David Atkins, me. For heaven's sakes, if you like this show, please buy one of my books and leave a review for me and tell everybody I'm competent. Anyway, come and check out Rick Bradley's author page at rbradley42 on Facebook. And because he posts some funny things and updates to his upcoming projects. And also check out his website at authorrickbradley.com. All right. And Nevermorians, cries Brian Rodman. If you're looking for a horror fantasy that feels like Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist, you head on over to brianrodman.com and check out Memoirs of an Angel about a broken witch hunter who gets thrown into a cosmic war between the gods. Join the adventure today. I've read the first 2 issues of that, and that is some seriously good fantasy entertainment. So check out Brian Rodman's work. He is amazing. He really is. And thank you for being here, Brian. And Rick Bradley says, also got an Amazon page, easy access to all the books I'm in. Definitely. And that's something, Rick, that a lot of authors forget to do, is keep their Amazon book page up to date. And in fact, I saw something the other day I need to start doing. So it's good to check out your Amazon book page and your website once a month to make sure it is as shiny as can be. And good morning, Brian K. Morrison, all from Bess Sturgis. Mwah, Bess, hope you are doing well. Hey, folks, you know the Nevermorians we were mentioning in the PenCon voting that's going on right now? Bess is one of them. Give her some love when you go over to that site and cast your vote, okay? Let's make it a Nevermorian sweep over there, okay? And Rick Bradley has a link to his Amazon page. Check it out. Yeah, another way to do that, Rick, without all the alphabet soup after it, here's a tip for all authors. You should be findable by saying www.amazon.com/author/your name, your pen name. So mine would be www.amazon.com/authors/Brian K. Morris, all lowercase, easy peasy. All right. Here's a little tip for y'all. And Rick Riley says, I agree, Charles. I have never even thought about that happening. I'll keep everyone posted on it. Most definitely. And Magi J. Caretaker says, if you like the gospel and awesome illusion, join his mansion pages because there's tons of awesome stuff on it. So check out that Facebook link. He is crazy talented and he's got a great message. So please check it out. And Charles F. Millhouse, please do. If you get some video, make sure to post it. And salute. Just like I said on Hee Haw, right? Salute. All right, Carl Wisman, dang YouTube links, the font conference by College Humor. Oh, okay. Oh, we got to check that up there. And Bess Sturgis, I'm up for an award there too. Yes, let's put some more trophies on Bess Sturgis's shelf. All right, and I maintain that I still have my award. So I'm content. Actually, I didn't do anything really that fit into PinCon's categories, so I've probably been the only nonfiction person there. Bill Sarden says, I'm going to hire Bob Cratchit to create the font for my book, and if I catch him licking the spine, I'll hit him with Tiny Tim's crutch. I hope he slathers all over it, Bill. I hope you have to wring out that book when he's done. And Pops Van Zandt says, you do fine, even the kids love you. Well, I love the kids. I love everyone except for those I don't. So anyway, Pops, and I love you too, Pops. You were fantastic. And again, congratulations on CromCon 6. And the only thing will be better than 6 will be CromCon 7 next month. Keep us posted. Russell Allen, please check out my author page. I'm about to release my first work, Xenonanite Titan, in the next few months. Also check out my author creator interviews and get a spot on my show. Brian did. Yes, I will be there this month on Sunday, September 27th. Looking forward to that. That will be a lot of fun. And Cindy Kemp, the PenCon contest link is right there. Check it out. Amy Hale, Bess Sturgis, Cindy Kemp, and Michaela Jade representing the Nevermorian team. And we want to see them getting some love on that page. All right, let's have a sweep there. And Ken Carpenter, we have been hearing your name this morning, and nothing but good. And good to have you here, my friend. Harry Slavic, I only do my movies right now, but thanks for the thought. Hey, Ken, good to have you here. Ken, if you've got a link to your IMDb page, if you have one, or where your films can be viewed, or whatever doing with your creativity, put a link in the comments, would you please, sir? Good to have you here. Glad to see you, sir. And Carl Witzman, are you talking about Marshall, Illinois? No, Bloomfield, Illinois. I think it's like the first community or the first sign you see south of Chrisman. It's Bloomfield, Illinois. And actually, it's I always had a fondness for it because it's in the '60s. I grew up listening to a lot of blues records, and I was a big fan of Michael Bloomfield, who formed a group called the Electric Flag. They only released like 3 or 4 albums before we moved on. He was also involved in a album called Super Session with Al Cooper, who wrote This Diamond Ring and was the keyboard player for many years with Bob Dylan. And also was the originator, not many people know this, but Al Cooper originated Blood, Sweat, and Tears. He did one album with them, then left, and then David Clayton Thomas became the vocalist, and everyone moved on from there. But he's a very talented record producer. He also produced Leonard Skinner's first album, which is the only reason probably I can listen to some of that stuff. But yeah, not Marshall. Marshall's too big. I like Marshall, actually. It's a nice community. I frequently stop there on my way to shows because they've got a couple of really nice truck stops there, and I can get food and relieve myself. Anyway, Brian, you're great at keeping up with the comments. So, what do you think the year 2020 is going to be like? I think nothing but sunshine for you, Bill. I'm thinking nothing. In fact, I just go out and go into as many. This is a year to get together, Bill. And so for you, 2020 should be a year you should go out as often as possible. With all your barefaced joy and have fun. Just take a deep breath and don't ignore all the people coughing. Anyway, Joe McKeel. Smart ass. Anyway, Joe McKeel, sorry I overslept here now. Okay, Joe, thank you for being here. Glad to see you here, brother, as always. And keep an eye on Joe. Keep an eye on Joe this week. Russell Allen, please check out ZenonaniteTitan.com and check out my story work and subscribe to the blog for updates. Definitely. And that's an attractive site there. Very, very good website there. Well done on that one. And Carl Westman says all writers are egotistical in some way, Brian. And when it comes to our writings, we all have a stick up our backside. Yeah, but some people have it deeper than others. And this guy isn't a writer. So it's more like a crank. Anyway, which is what he is. Anyway, Cindy Cap says a sassy crow and a mountain shepherd help their humans find the source of maniacal killers. Check out Animal Eye, the new novel by Cindy Cap on Amazon, also bearpublications.com. You will love it. And let's see. Philip Thompson wants to know if anyone signed up for his email list. Well, I've been busy the last couple hours, Philip, but I'll get around to it. Cindy Kep says, and Mindstorm, Into the Open, like Hurting the Wind and Condemned Courier, are on sale on the Zon. Mindstorm is $2.02. That's less than I can get it from the distributor for. Holy cats. So check out the work of Cindy Kep, and she's offering you a good gateway to her imagination. So please check out that Mindstorm book. All right. And Carl Witzman says, Bloomfield, what the hell? Never been there. Probably a good reason. If you're ever out in the area, visit Birds, Illinois. Most of it was washed out by a flood. There are sidewalks and steps to ghost houses. Ooh. Writing that down. That is Birds Ill. I wonder if I've been through there. It sounds vaguely familiar. But yeah, it's one of those things. If you've gone on Route 1, Carl, down to Paris or more, you've been through it. It has like a sign saying this is what it is. This is a Bloomfield. And it's just a simple green sign saying Bloomfield, Illinois. It doesn't even list a population because it probably changes when there's company. So Bloomfield, just south of Chrisman, closer to Chrisman than Paris. Let's put it that way. Cindy Kep says you can take an international tour without leaving Texas, Paris, Athens, Edinburgh, London, Florence. Well, that's true. What is it? I used to go to Paris, Illinois all the time. Athens, Ohio is where Charles Milhouse lives. So yeah. Seriously. And I think it's kind of fun to see the different states with the same town names. Like there's a Danville, Illinois and Danville, Indiana. We also have near us a Rossville and a several other towns and a Westville. I think there's a Georgetown, Indiana too. So, just many areas in my community that are not uniquely named. So Bill Sarton says, good show this morning, but I got to get going. Thank you, Bill. I've got a few irons in the fire and the burning cords are starting to smell. Oh my God. And Via Cadillac Amigos, Bill Sarn, you have a great day. Thank you for being here, and happy Labor Day to you. So Birds, Illinois has gone to the birds. And apparently like Norwegian wood, this bird has flown apparently, Cindy. I will have to check this out. And here we go. Last but not least, check out all past and upcoming interviews on my YouTube page. And please drop a subscribe as well. Check out, I got to make sure I'm subscribed to that, Russell. I think I am, but please check it out because there's an interview with me on there coming soon. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait. And Jeffrey Hayes says affordable cover art and title design services can be found at plasmafiregraphics.com as well as Plasma Fire Graphics on Facebook. Yeah, and I was looking at some posts you'd made this weekend, Jeffrey, and I was telling my wife, I said, this is the guy, Doc Saga, okay? And she's like, good choice. Good choice. I approve. So you got the cookie seal of approval, the squeal of approval, like woo, like Ric Flair. And Carl Westman, yep, Cindy, all streets are named after birds, Robin Avenue, etc. But it's creepy as hell. Definitely sounds like my place. Anyway, and Carl Westman says I took Carly through there, but she found her way home again. I take it. Anyway, Jeffrey Hayes says, guess I should type slower. Plasma Fire Graphics on Facebook. See, I think I knew what you meant. Anyway, check out Plasma Fire Graphics. All right, you'll be glad you did. And hire Jeffrey Hayes. He is a great guy. I'm looking forward to working with him. I really am. And we have caught up with your comments, so we're going to do a little something here. So anyway, please check out something from our friend Luke Stone.
New from Terraform Comics, Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, Volume 1, Trash Day. When everyday people develop godlike abilities, it is up to a small band of heroes to expose an evil superhuman trafficking ring. This 128-page volume merges history with fiction in an exciting, fast-paced adventure. Get your copy now.
All right, everyone, please check out that Indiegogo campaign. Luke is about halfway to his goal last time I looked, hopefully further. But it's a great story, seriously. It was released as 5 issues over the last year from Starcross Comics, but now it's at Terraform Comics with some extra material. And if he hits the 8,000 level, he's going to have some extra stories. All right, by me. Anyway, please check it out. All right. And Harley Slavic says support local creators and independents, and the Hybrids art ad is cool. Yeah, Luke did a great job on that. Whoever did it for him, that is a beautiful ad. And please check it out. All right. So anyway, Cookie is downstairs waiting for me, and we've got a number of things to do today. She gets Labor Day off. We're going to spend the day together. That's kind of nice, and I mean that without an ounce of sarcasm or emphasis than anything. So anyway, we hope that you have a fantastic Labor Day as well. Hope you get to spend some time with somebody, even if it's through a Zoom meeting or something, all right? So please enjoy the day. And don't forget, tomorrow night on Clever Title Pending, we will be joined by Charles F. Millhouse, who will be talking about his work, the new stuff he's releasing through Stormgate Press. Plus, we're going to show off that Pulp Reality cover, hopefully. I need to get a copy from you, Charles, so I can put it up in my graphics for tomorrow night. And also publishing other people now. So please bring your questions for Charles F. Millhouse, fantastic author and great friend. So please check it out. And for those of you who were looking forward to Amy Hale being on tomorrow night, I was too. So was Amy, but she will be attending the services for Darren Logue. And we're just starting. I hear rain on the roof right now here on the compound. But anyway, Amy Hill will be attending the services and will not be able to make it back in time. So we appreciate Amy letting us know. And Amy has promised she will reschedule as soon as possible. So everyone, we're going to say our goodbyes right now. And we have to, because you know what that means. Uncle Brian can get cranky any minute now. So anyway, thank you all for being here. We do appreciate your attention, your kind attentions, and your sharing of this video. So again, please, we'll be back Wednesday morning at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central for Nevermind the Furthermore. And don't forget, Clever Title Pending tomorrow night, Tuesday at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central with our special guest, Charles F. Millhouse. We eagerly look forward to your questions. And be sure to check out our website, risingtide.pub, where you can subscribe to our monthly newsletter. It comes out the first of every month. September 1st, we had a very special video newsletter, and we're going to repeat it again. We've gotten some good comments from that, so we're going to try it again next month. It sounds like me. Deal with it. Also, we have the secret links there, as well as our convention schedule, and occasional book discounts, special treats, guest editorials, and motivation, education, and inspiration with every issue. All right. And if you're watching on YouTube, please give this broadcast a thumbs up, because it helps us a lot in ways you cannot even comprehend, because it's in the algorithms and we can't comprehend it either. So please subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be notified of all future appearances. And if you're watching on Facebook, wherever you're watching, whether it's from Rising Tide Publications or Indie Vent or my profile page, please give this show a like or a love. We would appreciate it. And also, please sign up for the Rising Tide Publications page, where we have new content 3 times a day, as well as conversation, promotion for our creative friends, and all kinds of cool surprises. So please check it out. And I guess that's everything. We will have some of your comments in the closing credits as we depart. All right. And anyway, we've got a couple spots we're going to run. And so anyway, to everyone, thank you again for joining us on this Labor Day edition 2020 of Nevermind the Furthermore, and we will see you, if not tomorrow night, then we'll definitely see you Wednesday on this show. Okay, so everybody, as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Okay, everyone, have a fantastic Labor Day Monday, and we will see you real darn soon on Nevermind the Furthermore. Have a great day, everyone.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
So let's go.
Ooh.
Oh.
My nippies got hard.
Thank you for tuning in to Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Publications and Brian K. Morris production. Member of the Comic Book Advocating Network and sponsored by GeekInsider.com. Become part of our show with sponsorship and advertising opportunities. For details, contact advertising at geekinsider.com or visit podcast.geekinsider.com. The Geek Insider podcast is available on your favorite app, so please hit the follow button and share it out to your friends. Because if you don't, you might have to turn in your geek card.